Hi, I'm Chrissy Cordingley, and this is my show, The Flare Up Show, and this special episode is produced in partnership with Clarissa, Burt, and in the Limelight Media. I originally created this show to advocate for myself through chronic illness, but today it's grown into a wellness show that's listened to all over the world. I love to practice well-being for the whole being. So if you're ready to rise, thrive, and elevate your life, stay tuned, enjoy the show, and thanks for listening. Welcome to the Flare Up Show, produced by Clarissa, Burt, in the Limelight Media. Today, I have someone really fantastic. I have the Garage Sale Millionaire, Lapedis. He's an award-winning author, a collector, a speaker, radio host based in Colorado, in Denver. Aaron is considered one of the world's great collectors and treasure hunters, and is often even called upon by the FBI because of his expertise in various fields. His new book, How to Become a Garage Sale Millionaire, is available now. I'm really excited about this, Aaron. In Winnipeg, we have a saying that the W stands for wholesale. We love thrifting and garage selling here, so I'm super excited about this.
Well, great, Chrissy. Thank you for having me on today.
I would love to know, just out of curiosity, who's Aaron the human? How did you get into garage selling and thrifting and reselling?
Well, it happened when I was 9, when my parents said no for me having more toys. And I go, but I need more toys, Mom, Dad, I got to have them. And they said, well, this is what we're going to do. We're going to teach you about garage sales. And we're going to take all your old toys you don't like, your clothes you don't fit in. Mom and Dad are going to go through the house and find stuff we don't want. We're going to put it on the garage sale, let our friends and family know about it, and hopefully we can sell a lot and get you money for your toys. And I go, this thing really happens? And she goes, yes, it does. So we did that. My dad got bored within a half an hour and he left. And my mom got bored soon after that. And I go, Mom, Dad, I ran in the house, I'm by myself. What do I do? And they go, well, when they come on up, you ask them what they want. They'll tell you. You'll say, okay, how much are you willing to pay for it? Ask for a little bit more and sell it. Okay, sounds good, Dad. Thank you. I'll do that. And my dad checked on me 4 hours later, and he goes, how did you do, son? And I showed him this wad of money. And I go, I think I did okay. And he goes, oh my God, you did fabulous. This is amazing. I just didn't know we had all this stuff to sell. And I go, well, I did exactly what you said, Dad. And then as soon as I said this, we hear this guttural scream from inside the house. And so my dad and I ran inside the house, and my mom screaming, we got robbed, we got robbed. And my dad goes, oh my God, we got robbed. There's hardly any furniture in the living room. And I go, Dad, we didn't get robbed. And my dad goes, what do you mean we didn't get robbed? And he goes, well, you told me, ask what they want, find it for them, say what you'll pay for it, and charge a little bit more. People needed end tables, lights. Somebody needed a couch. I sold it. That garage sale cost them like $2,500. And my mom was not mad at me. She went, oh my God, I think it's close as a divorce as I think they ever came.
Oh my goodness. That's amazing. That is the best story. I love that so much. And your parents are still happily married to this day? Yeah.
Well, they passed away a few years ago, but up until the end of their life, they were still together. And the next year we did it again. They gave me a few more parameters. And I went on to do so well at it. I took the extra money and bought coins and baseball cards and different items that I kept on making money and flipping. Yeah. And then, Chrissy, my claim to fame is in my early 20s, I was a millionaire.
That's amazing.
From doing all that. So I took that money and then opened up a gallery, which I ended up selling a year and a half ago for many millions of dollars.
Wow. That's amazing. That's
My backstory is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I love that. I bet there was lots of laughing about that over the years and making sure you
But
didn't like leave with things whenever you left your parents' house. But
let's just say it took a few years for that story to be funny with them.
yes, yes. Takes time, but in time it usually is funny. So that's great. I
Yes.
love that. I really love that. So let's get right to the stuff that people want to know. Like, how could we open a garage sale tomorrow and make $1,000?
So, the book, How to Become the Garage Sale Millionaire, Chrissy, is about garage sales, but it's also about Facebook Marketplace, eBay,
Yes.
online auctions. And so, a lot of times I recommend people to not be closed minded on just doing a garage sale. So, you're going to go through your house, and let's talk about helping you do your next big garage sale, Chrissy. And I
Mhm.
would tell you to go from the top of your house to the bottom. If you have a basement, go through that, the garage. If you have parents that have a lot of stuff, go to their house, help them clean out. But when you go through all these things that you're going to sell, you're going to find items that are probably, once you do some research, you need to research what everything's worth, unless you know it's only worth a couple bucks. You need to, if it's worth 50, $75 or more, and it's small, you may want to think about putting it on eBay.
Mhm.
And then if it's high-end furniture, you may want to think about putting it on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist, whatever you have that works for you, or next door, their marketplace. So you have to think about it. Where are you going to get the most amount of money? And little items, $5, $10 all day long on a garage sale. But bigger items like furniture, garden furniture, you may make more money on Facebook Marketplace or Nextdoor Marketplace than your garage sale. And then
Mhm.
if you have coins, jewelry, tin toys, jukebox, anything like that, you should definitely be thinking about eBay. So that is it all depends on what the quality and the value is. So don't be scared about using eBay, especially it could be a bigger item. And then if it is a bigger item, but could be worth $4, $5, $6,000, you can have that item picked up that you're not responsible for shipping. So somebody, if
Yes.
they want to buy it, they have to pick it up. Wherever they are in the world, they hire somebody. So you don't have to worry about that. So that's why How to Become a Garage Sale Millionaire is, it's not one dimensional. Yes, my
No.
nickname is the Garage Sale Millionaire, but I use everything to make money. And online auctions, going to secondhand stores, the Goodwill secondhand stores. So many people just clear out their mom's house or their own house, don't even look into the value, and dump it at Goodwill. That's why people, I recommend, go almost every other day, because you will find things that have value. And some of these online auctions are worth, you can find tons of stuff. Like right now, I connect with about 15 auction houses in Colorado,
Mhm.
and anything that comes into my purview, I consider myself, like the FBI does, an expert in collectibles and art. And so when that stuff comes up and I recognize the artist, I'm a buyer. It doesn't make my wife happy that I'm buying all the time, but but
Well,
if I can make money, it's in my blood, Chrissy. And so
yes.
that's why when you asked how you make $1,000, that's how you look at it, and that's how you do it. If you found out everything you want for just a garage sale, then I would tell you, once you clear and find out prices, then you make 10 big signs, you put them on major intersections, you have either a local charity that you're a part of, or the kids, if you have kids, have a little lemonade stand so you teach them about money. And because the longer you keep people at your garage sale, the more you're going to make. So little tips like that will help you have a great garage sale. And Chrissy, you don't need a 2-day garage sale. Have it on Saturday.
Yep.
Saturday doesn't work for you, have it on Friday. Don't do it on Sunday. Sundays are a waste of time.
Yeah. What we see that a lot where people sort of make it over the whole weekend, but then that's sort of like, to me, that's like just the same amount of people, but coming over it, like it's just more time spent. So I
Yeah.
really like that tip a lot. What is, when it comes to eBay or the online platforms, you mentioned the picking up, but are there, like eBay itself, I don't hear about eBay too much anymore, but why is eBay such a great place
Well,
to find buyers? Yeah.
because eBay is worldwide. So you could, somebody in, the UK or Australia or Japan, could be wanting the thing that you have.
Hmm.
And you're not just selling it to the 5 miles around you like a garage sale would.
Yeah.
Now you're global. Now people are fighting over what you have. Now you're going to get top dollar, not garage sale dollar, because
Hmm.
garage sale dollar is half of top dollar. If it sells on eBay for $100, it's going to sell at your garage sale for $50.
Yeah.
And so it's just the way it is, because smart garage sailors will definitely have the app on their phone and look for what it's sold for on eBay. And they're not going
Hmm.
to pay more money than eBay. As a matter of fact, they're going to pay a lot less. So that's why eBay is so important. And if the item is small and easily shippable and has some big value, that's why eBay is the place to go.
Hmm. What are some of the things that are making money right now? Like, what are some of the hot items that people should really be looking for if they're going through their attics, their basements, their closets, their parents' place, those types of things?
Um, Baseball cards.
Yeah.
Baseball cards are worth a lot of money. Any kind of coins, tin toys, bamboo fishing poles. Um, there are, believe it or not, antique furniture is not really selling well. So it's the other things that are really good. Old Disney items, toys that are still in their packaging, like Star Wars toys. Oh my God, some Star Wars toys are worth thousands of dollars if it's in the packaging from the 70s when it came out. So there are a lot of things to keep on looking for, and it's easy to find out their value.
It feels like the things that you mentioned, there are things that invoke a lot of nostalgia or like even emotional response. It's not like you would think, oh, this is a very useful thing, but it contains a lot of value. Is that it? Is that really one of the key things? Like it's something that really people enjoyed from a time or an era? Is that really what connects buyers to these things?
I think a lot of times, like me, there's no connection except for the connection with my wallet. And
That's a that's a good connection to
to
have.
me,
Yeah.
that's a good connection. Yeah. Some people don't have that good of connection with anything. um, um, so I believe anything, if people see it can make them money, they're a part of that. And that's how you're getting to people, that you have a lot of good value. And when you're doing these signs, you're listing collectibles, garden furniture, tools, kids' clothes, kids' toys. All those things are trigger words for the garage sailor, and they're
Mhm.
going to show up in droves. And you open from like 8 to 3. People will show up at 7:30, and they'll help you with boxes out to the table. So, you know, you do it right. It's one day, you're going to make a lot of money, Chrissy.
Yeah, absolutely. What's something out there that surprised you that maybe you thought, I don't know if this is worth money, and then it was worth money. There must have been in all your travels and findings, there must be a few unusual pieces that were quite valuable that maybe didn't appear to be.
I'll tell you, there's a reason why I recommend nobody should throw away anything until after the garage sale, and also look into value. I
Hmm.
had a lot of old, um, just your cable TV. You have cable boxes and stuff like that. And at a point, some of the cable companies want them back, some of them don't. Sometimes you move into a house and they leave those boxes there, but you don't need them because you have a new box.
Hmm.
And so I put on some cable equipment. I didn't want it. I put like $5 on it. And a guy, one of my friends taught me a lesson. He goes, um, Aaron, how about this? Can I buy that for $5? I go, sure, sure. You don't want to kind of beat me up on price? He goes, no, I'm pretty sure it's worth $5. What he did was then the next day he goes, Aaron, go to my eBay store. He had it listed for 200 and a quarter and sold it for 160.
Oh my
I
goodness.
made the ultimate mistake, and I was the garage sale millionaire then, but I am always learning. That was like 3 years old. But since his background is in electronics, he knew the electronic components in there were worth money, and a lot of people didn't want to rent their box and they wanted to own one.
Mm.
So they didn't mind that it was a couple years old.
No,
So
and cords are becoming irreplaceable. It's like car parts as things move and technology grows. That makes a lot of sense because even I found like an old Walkman not too long ago, and I'm like, oh, I wonder if the tape in there still works. But then you have to find the connections for the headphones and that type of thing. So that actually makes a lot of sense to me. Oh, that's really interesting. I once did um a garage sale and I had these ceramic pieces that my grandparents had, and I saw someone like really looking at the labels on the bottom. And I was like, tell me about that. And they're like, oh yeah, this is this and this and that. And I'm like, that's not for sale anymore. Because it was worth
now,
a few $100s.
That's not nice. Looky,
But
looky, looky. Nope,
yeah,
you can't have it.
thank you for giving me this important information.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it now. Yeah. So maybe I need a lesson in garage sale etiquette. What are some things that actually we should remember and think about when we're in dealings that maybe keep us safe, keep us in integrity, and giving good
So,
money.
so Chrissy, you always have to think that you're going to have probably another garage sale. So understand when you have more than one, people will remember your house and they'll remember good or bad experiences. They
Hmm.
remember good experience, they will come to your next garage sale. So a couple things. You want to know what items are worth before you put them out. If you put them out and you have somebody holding it and asking about it and want to buy it, it is a difficult thing to pull it back. You just have to say, teach me about it, you learn, and it is what it is. The
Yeah.
best you can do is if you're asking for $10 and they tell you some cool things about it, not lowering the price, but not pulling it away from them. So that would be unless you just
Yeah.
found out you had a original Rembrandt, then yeah, not only
Yeah.
would I pull it away, I'd run away. So, except for that, that's a big thing. Also, knowing that certain things could be on recall. There's certain kinds of cribs that are drop down cribs that if a kid's limb can be caught in it, it could break their arm. They could suffocate. So there
Yes.
are a lot of things that are we have in the states. It's I think it's recall.gov that if you think this item could be on a recall list, you don't want to sell it. Matter of fact, you want to break it up and throw it away. You don't want to
Hmm.
be you don't want to be selling any kind of packaged food. You don't want to be selling any new weapons, fireworks, anything that could hurt somebody that they could come back on you and sue you. So those are the things that I would always recommend to be careful on. And
Yes.
Chrissy, uh, the other thing is you're a very, very nice, kind person. But if somebody wants to come in your house and use your restroom, the answer is always no. There have been people that have done that trying to be kind. And, this person could have the kindest face, but you never let them in your house. Too many people have been robbed, or other bad things happen. So, for whatever reason, the answer is no. And the last thing is you never take checks. Chrissy takes cash. cash money. That's what Chrissy takes.
Cold
No
hard
checks
cash.
here.
No, no, no. And I like the safety point too. I know here in Canada we have like safe transfer sites. So like
Yep.
there are areas that are well lit, public with nearby police so that if you're taking an item, especially of high value to someone that is purchasing it from you, that it's in a very knowable place where, we say that you may not even invite people to your home to pick up expensive things. You may want to
We
meet at
have
one of
that in
those.
the States too. We
Yeah,
do have that in the States.
perfect. Where can people find you?
So I'm glad you asked, Chrissy. They can go to the garagesalemillionaire.com. They can learn about my book. They can hear my podcast. They can go to the Facebook, on my Facebook page, the Garage Sale Millionaire. I'm always adding new content about new great finds where people found stuff at secondhand stores or a great collectible to look out for. If they want to see what I'm buying, selling, they can go to my eBay site, the Garage Sale Millionaire, and see how I list things on eBay. I have, I think, over 1,200 items on eBay, so they can find out what I'm buying and selling. And
Hmm.
then if they just want to buy my book and they love Amazon, I have an e-copy and a hard copy, and at Amazon or the Garage Sale Millionaire, they can buy my book. And it's called How to Become the Garage Sale Millionaire.
I love it. I love it. And thank you. You also created a code so our listeners can get a 10% discount on the book. So Flare Up 2024. All that information will be in the show notes. I sure hope everybody checks you out. I know my friends and family will. This is a passion of theirs. So really, really exciting. So I appreciate you. Are there any last words of wisdom or advice or thoughts that you'd like to leave the audience with?
I'm the Garage Sale Millionaire. Thank you, Chrissy, for having me on.
Thank you. It was such a pleasure speaking with you.
Talk to you later.